Well, you're watching HSN. I'm Tamara Hooks. I'm your host, and I'm glad that you're here. And we're getting you ready for summer. You see that sign behind me? Summer. You see those waves? Those are heat waves. Because when it's summer, it gets hot, and we want you to be ready in every way. And so that's where our today's special comes into play, because what you're looking at is a 4-in-1 from Cool Living. Yes, it's an AC, and actually it's cooled down this entire studio. It's also a fan. It's also a dehumidifier, and guess what? It's also a heater. So this is the kind of piece that you buy now, you use it now, and you do not stop using it throughout the year, and it is our today's special. So Cool Living today brings us our today's special, which is a 10,000 BTU 4-in-1, air conditioner, fan, dehumidifier, and heater. In this, it's an amazing smart portable AC. And by portable, I mean it's on wheels and you can easily roll it from room to room, wherever you're going to be. It comes with a remote control. It comes with, as a matter of fact, it comes with 2 remote controls, and it comes with the window kit and everything that you need to install it. And I say install in that way because it's not some big installation that's gonna mean that you have to call over a handyman or anything like that. It's very easy to use, and we're gonna show you that. You get everything that you need, and you get it now at an amazing value. As a matter of fact, you can see our regular HSN price is about almost $500. You can see comparably about $550 if you were gonna get everything that you see right here at retail. You've got an amazing value today with everything that you need for cooling, for fan, for dehumidification, and for heat in the cold months that you can roll around and use anywhere in your home. We've got a great today's special price of $369.99, but I also wanna tell you something right off the bat so that if you are saying it's a great price, I wish it could be a little bit better. There is one way to make it a little bit better, and that is if you are getting a brand new HSN card. Because today you can save $40 on a single item with a brand new HSN card, which would make your today's special lower than everybody else's. It would make it $329.99, and you would still get flex pay, and you would still get everything that you're expecting from an amazing today's special. So if you want an HSN card, call us or go to hsn.com/HSN card for all of those details. But I want you to just give us a few moments, because it might not be super hot where you are right now, but it will be very soon. And when that happens, Cool Living is going to be a saving grace. Look at some of these, the temps, the average weekly temperatures this week. Memphis 85, Charleston is at 88. Oh my gosh, New Orleans 90. Even locally here, 91 in Tampa, Austin, that's where my brother lives, 97 degrees. And that's what it is versus what it feels like. Sometimes the temperature's one, what it feels like is a whole other animal, but what it can feel like in your home is comfortable. And that's where Cool Living comes in with our today's special. We're gonna give you all of the details, and Kerry McNally is with us, and he's gonna be with us throughout the day to help us make the decision. Kerry, thank you for such a great today's special, for keeping us nice and cool. The only thing I didn't say, and you have them right there, is your only choice is, do you want white or gray? And that's it.
Yes. And the last time I heard, gray was in the lead. Gray was more popular. Is that still the case? And I'm not saying it's because of the hair. I'm not saying that. But it's really exciting. It's an honor for us to welcome you and the HSN family into our home. This is my brilliant and beautiful wife, Kara's office right here. And it is about 400 or 500 square feet. And it is freezing in here, Tamara. We've got lots of stuff to talk about. We're going to be together for this whole hour. I hope you guys can jump in, grab yours, secure it, and then watch the rest of the presentation with us. The best news that we have for you is that these are in stock. They're here in the United States in the HSN warehouses. So the second you place that order, an email shoots to the warehouse, and this is on its way to you or a loved one with bill to ship to. Well, last year we had a very similar model. It wasn't as sleek. It wasn't as elegant. It didn't have the modern design that this has. And it wasn't a true 4-in-1 with Wi-Fi. As you mentioned at the top of the hour, it's a phenomenal air conditioner. How good? It's 10,000 BTUs, British thermal units. So that is very powerful. Then it's a dehumidifier. It's going to take the moisture out of the air as we roll through the summer and into the fall. As you get into the winter, it's a 7,000 BTU heater. And then as we roll back through the spring, when you want a fan, it's your biggest fan. And then right back into the summer of 2023 as well. One of the things, as somebody who started his broadcasting career in the Marine Corps, I love new technology. I'm the first guy at class for that, and the guy sitting in the front. This is Wi-Fi capable. Now, if you're like me, and sometimes technology can be a little intimidating at first, let me walk you through it. I've got my iPad right here, and this is the app right here, right? So here are all my apps, and here is the app for the 4-in-1 from Cool Living. So I can operate this just as I could with the large digital display. I don't need my readers. I can use the remote, which is included, and we give you 2 of them, and they're universal remotes. Now, if I want to go ahead and use the app, I can adjust the temperature, and watch what happens. Look at that. See how it's actually changing on the unit? I could be out in the garage. I could be in the car at a stop sign or at a stoplight. Let's not be operating the app while we're driving. I can also change the modes if I want to. I can power on or off. I can turn the fan up if I want. I can turn it to high. Notice that you didn't hear this huge noise when I turned the fan up to high. This is whisper quiet. I love sleeping to this because it gives you just a little bit of what we call white noise. So this is the first time I've ever had the honor and have ever been excited to present a portable AC 4-in-1 heater, dehumidifier, and fan that you can operate with the app. So it really is an extraordinary opportunity. We're super excited to present it. And I don't know where the numbers are, but I'm going to be rooting for Greg. And I want to show you really quickly how easy it is to set up. So you're going to get what's called the window kit. Now, there are essentially 4 pieces to the window kit. All you need to set this up, Tamara, is 1 Phillips head screwdriver.
Okay.
That's it. You don't need any elaborate tools. You don't need an electric drill. You don't need to have a stranger come into your house to set this up. I was able to set this up in less than 5 minutes. So here's how it works, and we'll do it for you live from our house. I'm going to turn this around, and you'll see that you have an exhaust port. This is actually you get 5 pieces. So this is where all of the hot air comes out, right? So the air comes in through these chambers, and it's filtered. They're washable filters. You take that adapter, you slide it in. You're going to take the exhaust hose, which is like an accordion, very similar to that on the back of your dryer. If you ever watched that 70s show about the family that was lost in space, warning, danger, Will Robinson, right? That's all this is, right? It's simple, really simple and easy. You're going to screw that in to the adapter. This is going to go to the window as far as you need it to go. It's going to extend up to 6 feet. Oh, hold on for a second. So then you have the hose attaches to the window adapter, right? So it's going to adapt to this side. Then you're going to screw your 1 screw in with your Phillips head screwdriver right into there. That's going to slide into there. And then you're going to drop this right into the window. If it's an up or down, you can put it on the left or you can put it on the right. And if it closes from left to right, if it's more of a modern window, you can put it on either side vertically. And let me show you what we have here. And you can see the way we have ours set up in Tara's office, right? So here it is. The exhaust comes out the back. It goes right into this window, and that's where it connects. And all the hot air, and you can feel it, goes outside.
Oh, that's
and
fantastic.
all that crisp, clean, cool air is flowing effortlessly into your room.
Yeah.
And we talk about 450 square feet. It all depends. Everybody is different. Depends on the insulation of the walls, the size of the ceiling. But here's what we've found. This room is pretty big. This is a big office. This is my wife's Kara's office. It's freezing in here right now. If you go to the garage, we have a 2-car garage, we can cool that entire 2-car garage. We can cool the dining room area and the living room at the same time.
Wow.
Wi-Fi capable, a true 4-in-1. It's an AC, a heater, a dehumidifier, and a fan. And it's Wi-Fi capable.
That's right.
Simple and easy to download that app and use it for yourself.
And you saw how easy, so we're just showing you just an idea of different areas around your home that you're gonna use this, but this is the thing, use it in the area, in the room that you spend the most time in, you and the family, because that's where you wanna be cool and comfortable. If when it's really hot outside, it's hard for you to sleep, then use it in your bedroom and get a better sleep this summer than maybe you have in summers past when it's so hot. If you spend time in the family room and that's where everybody is, then that's where this should be. And I love as Carrie showed us the installation, because here it is if you missed it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's your installation. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is for the window, just depending on the window size. You put these together and that's your window size. This is something you really can do. And I say that excitedly because sometimes when we see a unit like this and we think, oh my gosh, the BTUs and the 10,000 and the, and the dehumidification, it seems a little bit intimidating. It is not. It's on wheels, so you don't have to pick this up. You can roll this around wherever you want it to be. And Carrie showed you the back, and then it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, you're cool. No humidity, no, if you want the fan, you've got it. And when it gets cold outside, this is the way that you've got heat. It's as simple as that. And we made it even more affordable to feel good and feel comfortable in your home with our today's special price. As a matter of fact, it's $180 less than what it would be comparably at retail. You're getting this today, and we are the middle of May. The hottest months are still ahead of us. And Carrie, some folks are saying, wait a minute, it's only mid-May and I'm dripping in sweat now. Imagine when it's July. Imagine when it's August and I haven't slept in a month because it's so hot. This is the time to make the decision to go ahead and cool down. Oh, is that Olive that you were speaking of earlier?
This is Olive.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, can you sit? Can you say hi to everybody? Can you sit? Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, she loves it in here because she gets a little toasty out there running around fetching the tennis balls, and she comes in here and she just crashes with us. She just turned 2 years old this week, so we love Olive very, very much. We have 2 boys, 16 and 11 years old, and this is our very special Olive, and she just hangs in here because it's so nice and cool. Now, to give you an idea of how effective this is, I also like the fact that there are these adjustable levers here, so you can, thank you, Olive. She's going to go to her trailer. So you can adjust the flow of the air as you see fit right here manually. Let's give you an idea of how cool this is. This is currently set at 68 degrees. Now remember, you can operate it with the app or with the remote control. And to give you an idea of the air that it's removing from my wife's office, you can just put your hand there, or we can use this really cool state-of-the-art digital laser thermometer. A lot of the chefs like Curtis, they use these, Wolfgang, all that, they use these digital thermometers. So give you an idea. So let's take a temperature reading of the exhaust fan. That's 105 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the air leaving this room. Now, let's take a temperature of the air coming into this room, 58 degrees Fahrenheit. And as my brother-in-law backs up with the camera, you can see that's why it's so comfortable in this space. Whisper quiet, simple and easy to install. And I love the idea that you can send this to anybody that you love, Tamara, right? Mm-hmm. I sent one of these 2 years ago. We had this as a Today Special last year. It sold out way in advance of the last airing. I sent this to my dad. He's in his 90s. He was in the Navy during World War II. He's part of the greatest generation. He's a retired school teacher. Every year when I tell him I'm going back on the air with the new model, he says, will I be getting one of the newer models? Of course, Dad, I'll send you one of the newer models, because he has it in his study where he's reading. He reads about a book a week still at the age of 95. I think he's 95 now. And he has Mookie, his cat, sits on his lap, and he just operates this with his remote control, and he's always grateful, especially in the summer months. Now, He's a rather frugal guy he's from another generation. He was a school teacher. He always told me that being frugal is a sign of high intelligence. So he does what we call zone heating. So if you place this unit, the Cool Living 4-in-1, in the room you spend the most time in, whether it's the bedroom or it's in the living room by the television watching HSN, then you can turn the thermostat in the rest of the home down, or up rather in this case, right? So you can put the air conditioner, like at say 77, but you want it to be 72.
Right.
Well, put the Cool Living at 71, 72, let the rest of the house stay at 77, and this could conceivably pay for itself in no time, and you'll see the difference in that cooling bill at the end of the summer. And then, as you roll through the fall, you now have a dehumidifier that also takes the moisture out of the air. Again, don't have to put the air conditioner as high, don't have to spend as much money. And then, same thing in the wintertime, zone heating with the heater. Heat the room that you spend most of your time in and lower the thermostat in the rest of the house. Sliding through the months of spring, now you've got a great fan, and then back in 2023 with another year of the AC. So incredibly versatile and a wonderful gift, Tamara.
It truly is, because you are, as Carrie was kind of walking us through, you are going to use it all the time. It's not something that you're getting today and you'll use it for a little while and then you'll have to find a place to store it until it gets warm again. You're not storing this because you're going to keep using it. And I dare say a lot of you who are getting this today are going to use it in this room right here, in the bedroom. Because I'll tell you, sometimes we can put up with heat in different areas and different times of life, but when it comes to getting a good night's sleep, if you're hot and you're trying to sleep, guess what? One of those things is not happening. You're not gonna sleep. It's just gonna stay hot. And I always tell the story of, I lived in Dallas for a couple of years, and I remember my first summer in Dallas, I thought, how do people do this? It was 100 degrees at night. Like when the sun went down, it was 100. And I was thinking, this is crazy. But that's what happens. It just gets hot, we get uncomfortable. We've got to find a way to cool ourselves off. And just a regular fan is not gonna do it. An air conditioner, an AC is what you want and really what you need. And that's what we've got right here. I've got a window here next to my bed, next to my bedside table. I've got my remote control. I can be in bed, change the temperature up or down, change the fan speed up or down, whatever I want to, and then put it down, roll over and go to sleep and get a great night's sleep. If I get cold in the night, I roll over, pick up the remote control, change it again, roll back over. There's no getting up and out. There's no going across to the other end of the house to check the thermostat. There's no interacting or asking other people in the household, is it too cold or is it too warm? Because you can have it in your space and you cool down or get to the right temperature of where you want to be. I'm always the one who's cold, but I know that there are some other folks who might come into my home, who come to visit, and they might feel a little bit warm. So guess what? I put this in the guest room so that they can have control over their environment and their temperature. And it really is as simple as that. The installation, as I say, is 1, 2, 3, 4. All you need is a window, and as Carrie said, and a Phillips head screwdriver, and that's it. This is something that you can do. And today, I encourage you and I invite you to make your decision on, do you want it in white or do you want it in gray? And we'll send it straight on out to you. And then you'll have it in your bedroom or in your family room or in the office or wherever you spend the most time or wherever you need to regulate your temperature. You've got it on FlexPay, which makes it what, 34, let me just double check, make sure I can see, $74 on your credit card, okay? We even reduced the shipping and we're sending it to you with everything that you need. So there's nothing a la carte to buy, everything comes included, and it's even on wheels. So if you do want to or need to move it around, you can do that as well. This is the time. And again, if you're just tuning in, this is a 4-in-1. It's not just an air conditioner. It's not just an AC. But you might be saying, yay, AC, that's what I need. It's an AC, it's a fan, it's a dehumidifier, and it's a heater. Let me talk about dehumidifier. And Carrie, I'm gonna invite you back in because sometimes when you can be hot, but it's even hotter because it's humid. Yeah. But if you can control the humidity and the air temperature, you're golden.
Oh, absolutely. You said it and forget it. You have exactly what you want when you take that moisture out of the air. Now, an air conditioner does that in addition to cooling a room. It's doing both of those things at the same time. The dehumidifier just pulls the moisture out of the air. So if it's 100% relative humidity inside a room, you turn on a dehumidifier, it may drop down to a very pleasurable 50 or 60% relative humidity. That's the beauty of the dehumidifier. And the beauty of this is it's a 4-in-1 because there are 4 seasons. So this takes you through this summer, through the fall with the dehumidifier, through the winter with the heater, and through the spring with the fan, back to 2003. I've got some really cool tech for you here, Tamara, because your name rhymes with camera. This is a thermal camera that we're going to do, and we're going to show you. This is really cool. Now, check this out. You see the hose at the top of your screen right there? Look how red that is.
Yes.
That's about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's all the hot air leaving this room. Now, if I come down and put it right in front of the unit, look how blue that is. Look how cold that air is. That air is like 60 degrees. And then you can also see down there, that's the actual unit. So the unit is warm down there, but all that cold air is coming out. And as we pull back, you can see the entire thing, red on the top, cool in the middle, red down at the bottom.
Cool.
Now, we're talking about how easy it is to install. You just need one Phillips head screwdriver. The other part of this, we lovingly refer to this as R2 because we have a 16-year-old, 11-year-old boy, and we're huge fans. So it has coasters, right? Casters, sorry. It coasts. That's what it does. It coasts because it has casters. So you can spin it around. You can move it around with you. You can go from room to room. If you wanted to use this in a music room, maybe it gets too hot and you're not playing your favorite instrument because it's too hot in that room. Maybe it's a room with a lot of windows and you need to cool that room down a little bit. So in addition to zone heating, you can recapture a room this summer that otherwise you wouldn't go into because it's just too darn hot. Now, we talked about assembling this in less than 5 minutes. This is the window kit right here. All you're doing is taking the exhaust hose and running it out a standard window. The window can be up or down. You can put it on the left or the right. And if you have a light right to left sliding window, it can go vertically. What are the other options, Tamara, when we talk about cooling?
Oh,
This thing right here.
Wait, hold on one second. Carrie, we're gonna get you back. I think we lost your feed for a moment. But Carrie was showing you that window kit that comes right along with, and like I said, if you're just joining us, you're getting everything. There's nothing separate that you're having to pick up. You don't have to kind of try to figure out how it works. It really is as simple as that. My card even says approximate assembly time, 5 minutes to install. And I think, you know, most of that is gonna be getting it out of the box and then deciding which window to use. And that's it. And what I like is that you're only using the very bottom part or the very side part of the window. You can still see through the window. It's not taking up your whole window. You're not using up all of that real estate in any way. This is the time to go ahead and do it. You're choosing whether you want it in white or in gray. That's the only color choice you have to make. You're going to get the window kit, which is what you see here. You attach this to the back of the unit. You attach this accordion hose to this. You attach the other side of the accordion to this, and then this is the part that goes in the window. It's as simple as that. You're getting 2 remote controls, and they just run on, I believe it's AAA batteries. When it's time for you to rechange the battery, AAAs. It's really that simple, and you can use either remote control at either time. This is the whole setup. You have your air conditioner, you have your fan, you have your dehumidifier and your heater. And this is the thing. I was in the bedroom earlier, but maybe you're gonna use this when you are in the office or what have you, and you're sitting in the office for a period of time and you get hot and it's hard for you to focus when you get hot. It's hard for you to concentrate and sit there and do your work. But if I have my AC, which is right here, and I can cool down my environment, now I can focus on what I'm trying to do instead of just sitting around saying, oh my gosh, I'm so hot. Oh my gosh, it's so uncomfortable. Or doing the whole fanning thing. This is so simple. It's so unobtrusive, which I also love. And the other thing that I was saying is you still have the use, or you can still see out of the window. So it's not blocking your view like a lot of kind of window units, you know, have done in the past. This is just simple and easy. And if it's too far away from me where I'm sitting, I pick up my remote control and change it just like that. boop, boop, that's it. I mean, it couldn't be easier. So, Carrie, we're gonna come back to you. We do wanna hear and see more, and I know that a lot of you are calling in for this. I know that this is something that you've been thinking about. If you can use express ordering, please do it. Gray is still very popular, but white is gaining.
I love the gray. Hello, gray. So remember, less than 50 pounds, right? I'll just do this all day long because I have muscles. All right. So, but it has casters, so it coasts around. We call them R2 for that reason. Here's the alternative. We call this the window kicker, okay? This thing weighs over 80 pounds. My brother-in-law, who's holding the camera right now, is about 6'4", 200 plus, former football player. We had a hard time lifting this together, right? If you've ever seen one of the most famous sitcoms of all time, one of their funniest episodes, one of these fell out of that apartment. We don't know what happened. Obviously, it didn't really fall out of the apartment. But, I mean, that's a terrifying thought. And you got all these different pieces. I've been framed. You have to put this stuff together. It's really kind of scary. And if it's not placed in right, you could break the window. And to your point, Tamara, that's your window. It's gone.
Right.
You had a room with a view. You don't anymore. And sometimes they're really loud, right? And they don't necessarily have directional control. Now you have something that weighs less than 50 pounds, that is sleek, elegant, whisper quiet. It's not going to fall on anybody's head. It's going to stay right where it is. You can put it up and ready to go within 5 minutes. Let's check in on our temperature. Let's see where we're at right now. Let's see what the temperature is of the air going out of this room. It's 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
That's the air leaving this room via that exhaust fan, okay? 100 degrees, I'll double check it. Now let's check the air coming out of the unit. That's at a very crisp 57 degrees. How great is that? Yeah. You can control that with the remote. You can do it manually. I love the idea that you have large LCD display here. Here's my timer. I can set this unit to turn on or turn off whenever I'd like. If I'm coming home at 6:30, I can set the timer to fire up at 6. When I get home, it's nice and cool. Here are your speeds. When I go to high, I don't have to shout. It's twice as fast, the fan speed, but it's not twice as loud. I love sleeping to this. My brother-in-law has the camera right now. He swears by it. He has a loud highway near his place, and he would not be able to sleep without this unit near his bed. You have a sleep mode here, which conserves the energy. You have all your modes here, so you have cool, dehumidify, fan, and heat, all 4 of them right there at your fingertips. And then you have your power button right there. You can operate it with the remote, or we took it to the next level, and you can download the app for free. It takes no time to do that. So here are my apps, whether this is on your mobile phone or on your tablet. You press that, and now we go right to the actual unit. Oh, I lost it. Sorry. Hold on. I pressed the wrong one. Here we go. There it is. So there we go, right to that unit. How great is that?
Look at that.
And now I'm controlling the actual unit from my iPad or my iPhone. How awesome is that?
This is so good. Yeah. It's
this
so
is
easy.
Technology at its finest.
It is.
So cool. And we're so excited to bring you into our home. This is my wife, Tara's office. You get the window kit. You get the technology. You can build to, ship to, so you can send this to anybody, anywhere in the U.S. that you really love, that you know is going to appreciate it, whether it's zone heating and saving money by keeping the room that you spend most of your time with in cooler. You can, in turn the thermostat up around the home. I love this for small businesses. There are 5 beauty salons I know for a fact that have these in their salons in the back for the stylists in the break room. When they're out there in the area taking care of the customers, they come back, they take a break, they have a little lunch, they have a portable air conditioner in their break room. Great commercial, great residential applications. Congratulations if you've already gotten yours. And thanks so much for coming into our home. We're really proud of this. And like I said, we've got 2 kids and we've got a huge dog. You'll find the kids hanging out here. You'll find the dog hanging out here, because Kara's office is always the coolest room in the house.
It is.
Literally.
And this is the thing, like we were saying earlier, Carrie, is that it is middle of May. It's not even summer yet. I mean, summer doesn't even start until mid-June, when it's already super hot. And some places it gets hot, you know, and it stays hot for a much longer period of time. And think about when you're hot and you go into a place that has air conditioning, a business, a restaurant, whatever, and the first thing you do is say, ah, that feels so good. And it's just instant relief for you. But if you don't have that same feeling at home, or to Carrie's point, maybe it is you, but it's not a loved one. Maybe you know of a loved one who doesn't have AC. They don't have the ability to be able to cool down their environment when it's really hot outside. And what do? They're constantly fanning, or they're constantly, maybe they spritz themselves all the time, and they're doing all of these other things that they're trying to do what only an air conditioner can do. And that's what this is. If it were just an air conditioner though, I'd say it's still great, but it does more than that. It's in the hot times, it's an AC. In the cold times, it's a heater. It's also a fan, and it's also a dehumidifier. And it's all very easy to work, which means now you only have one unit that you bring into your home that does it all. You only have one unit, and once you know how to work this, you're done. You don't have to figure out how to work all these different, well, how do I work the portable heater? How do I work the dehumidifier? Nope, it's all in one. And Carrie walked us through the control panel, which is so simple. It's always the first thing I look at, because if it's a lot of buttons and all of those things, I feel like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. This is very intuitive. I mean, it tells you everything. You don't need to remember how anything works. If I want to go dial up or down that temperature, I can do it. If I want the fan speed higher or lower, I can do that. If I want to set the timer, I do that. Boom, that's it. If I want to put on sleep mode, I can. If I want, this is my heat, my fan, my AC, my dehumidifier, and my cool. And that's it. This is my Wi-Fi. Our Wi-Fi here is blinking because it's trying to connect, and we're in a big studio, so it's hard to connect, but that's the only reason why it's blinking there. And then I've got my power. That's it. Guess what? Now you know how it works. And let me show you, and I'll show you in just a moment, the remote control is 7 buttons, and one of those is the power button. So you already know, you'll instinctively and intuitively know how to use this. But once you get it, or once you gift it to a loved one, and they now are comfortable and can get a full night's sleep and can go through a season that might be hotter than it's been in a long time, or more uncomfortable than it's been in a long time, it's going to be a relief to them. Because it used to be, when we were all younger, we could put up with the heat. I know that you probably had stories of, oh, when I was a kid, we used to be outside all the time and we were in the sun and it never bothered us. Yeah, that was how all of us were. But as we get older, we're less tolerant of being uncomfortable, of the heat and the humidity, and it's sticky and I don't feel good, and it just affects us in a different way. So now, air conditioning and temperature control is more important to us now in our lives than it's ever been. And this is the easiest that it's ever been. It's portable, you move it around. I'm moving it on a hard floor. You saw Carrie rolling it on carpet, okay? It was a low pile carpet that he was still able to move it around on. So it's portable for you. You don't have to be able to pick it up. If you do want to pick it up, it's 50 pounds. Let me see. Let me see if I can do it. I haven't been working out. Yeah, I can pick it up. I mean, it's 50 pounds, but you don't have to. You can roll this because it's on wheels. You get everything that you need. It plugs into one outlet, okay? And then you just need a window. You've got, this is your installation. You do this first, you do this second, this is third, this is fourth, you're installed. These are your 2 remote controls, and you can even see they're so simple. Like, everything about this is as simple as Cool Living could possibly make it. And then you've got power because it's 10,000 BTUs when you're cooling with this. It's a 4-in-1. So you've got all of this wrapped up into one amazing unit, and all you have to do is say, I want it in gray, or I want it in white. That's it. When you call us or when you go to hsn.com, just choose gray or white and we'll send it on out to you. And before summer hits, before the hot weather actually hits for like days in a row, you are set. Because Carrie, I remember, and in different places, there are timelines where they'll say, oh, it's been 30 consecutive days of 90 degrees, 60 consecutive days of 90 degrees, or those kinds of things. That's coming. That's in our very near future, and you want to be nice and cool and comfortable when that happens.
Come here. Want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Good girl. Sit. Sit. Anyway, she weighs 85 pounds, right? So this weighs 50 pounds. So she's going to go hang out with her best friend. All right. So let's get back to installation. That's Olive, our black lab. She likes to hang out right here because it's so darn cool. And she gets hot when she's running around outside chasing the tennis ball. She comes in, she's like, she gets right there on the ground. So if you have fur babies, whether it's cats or dogs, they're going to absolutely love it. So you were talking about the installation. Here is the actual kit that you're going to get. I want to walk you through how simple and easy it is to set up in probably less than 5 minutes. The directions are very clear and easy to read with your readers or without. It's nice big print, which I really appreciate. So essentially, what we'll do is we'll move this over to the side on the unit that's on, and I'll show you the steps. I think it's about 5 steps. That's all you're going to do. So you're going to take this first adapter, right? And it looks like it's round. It's round on one side, and it's a rectangle on the other. So I'm going to take the rectangle, and I'm going to slide it in to the unit, right? And you'll hear it click, and that means you know it's in. Then I'm going to take the exhaust hose, and I'll make this bad joke again. my stepson say it's dad jokes. Remember the 70s show about the family that was lost in space? Warning! Danger, Will Robinson! Danger, Will Robinson! So this is the exhaust fan. Sorry about that. So all you're going to do is essentially screw this in like a light bulb, right? You're going to extend the ends of this just a little bit. It's very simple and easy to do. And you're just going to screw this in, just like that. And it's eventually going to catch, and you're going to screw that right into the unit, right? That's how easy this is. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to attach this piece. This is going to go in the window and essentially take the air outside. This is the last piece of the installation. This is the window kit, right? So, drop this in the actual window slot, right? The window comes up over the top of it. This is going to slide in here. This is going to be the one screw you're going to have to attach right here. That's it with the Phillips head screwdriver. So the exhaust hose goes into here, and then we'll show you the finished product right here. The window comes down on top of it, and you are safe and secure. That's the beauty of it. Now, if I want to look out the window, I can, because the window is not blocked by the giant air conditioner, right? I can still enjoy the view. Can you see outside? Can you see the view? Kind of cool, right? That's it. That's how elegant and simple this is. And the air going out of this exhaust is about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The air coming into this room, let's check on it. Let's see. So we'll take the temperature with this laser thermometer. Oh, no, I was wrong. It's 103 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's take a look at the air coming out of the unit. It's fluctuating between 56, 50. Oh, it's going down. Let's see. It's fluctuating from 55 degrees Fahrenheit. That's why it's so crisp and cool in this room. And once again, we can operate this unit with the app. I simply press the app. It comes up, and I'll hold it right by the unit. So if I'm in the car coming home and I'm at a stoplight, obviously not while we're driving, I can adjust it. I can turn it on. I can make it cooler. I can turn it up. It's completely Wi-Fi capable. I can change the fan speed from my smartphone or my iPad. That's how easy it is. I can go from different modes. I can set the timer. I can do all of that with my smartphone. And that's why this is such an extraordinary value. It's a true 4-in-1 for all 4 seasons of the year. Yes. So here we are, right at the middle of May, and it's already 85, 90 degrees for about 40, 50 million people. Already, it's going to get hotter. When was the hottest year on record, Tamara?
When was that?
Last year.
Really?
You know what they're predicting will be the hottest year on record?
Oh, please don't say it. This year?
Oh, yeah. We're trending. We're trending.
Oh,
it's getting hot in her.
Oh, no.
How cool is cool? Ice cold.
Yes.
That's what we want it to be in our homes, in our offices. That's why this is so special. And if you
Yes.
want to send it to somebody that's always complaining because they're either too cold or too hot, build to ship to. Send it to them. And lastly, and I'm really excited about this, I'm really proud of this. We did this last year. We started this process a year ago. And this is over at midnight, if there are any left. Last year we did this. It didn't make it to the last airing. But here's the thing I'm really proud of. These are in the HSN warehouse right now with your name on it.
That's right.
This is not a supply chain problem, and there are supply chain problems all over the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean. You just look out there with some binoculars and you go, supply chain problems, supply chain problems.
Right.
You know, it's like a traffic jam of boats out there that are sitting there waiting to come. They're here. They're in the United States. They're in the HSN warehouse, and they're ready to go.
Absolutely.
So congratulations if you picked up yours. Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm really favoring the gray because of the hairdo. I think the gray is really elegant, but I think the modern design, the idea that it weighs less than 50 pounds, is completely portable, simple and easy to install, and it's an air conditioner, a heater, a dehumidifier, and a fan. Congratulations if you picked yours up today.
There's so many of you who are getting this, and I do want to just give you a couple of kind of notes, because this is what I say, don't wait until you've been hot for a few days before you say, oh, you know what I need? I need a portable AC. Because maybe where you are, it's still kind of bearable, but you know what's coming. So don't wait until it's here, because then at that point it's too late. Today is the Today's Special. This is the only portable AC we're gonna have as a Today's Special all year, so why not take advantage of it today? You can see how this week's average high temperatures, and they're getting hotter in Phoenix, 99. That's a cool day in Phoenix, I might add, because Phoenix gets up to 105, 108 on the regular, right? And even if you live in a place where you say, well, this is how it always is, sometimes your body just doesn't get used to being that hot and that uncomfortable. You want AC, and that's what you've got right here. And it's so interesting too, because I didn't grow up with AC in our house. It used to be that I grew up in Los Angeles, California, and it would be hot for maybe like hot for like a couple, maybe 2 weeks out of the year, and we would just grin and bear it. But that was years ago when I was a kid. Now it gets hotter for longer, and it's more intense, and it's more uncomfortable for you. You can't, you can't sleep. It's uncomfortable being in certain rooms of the house. It's hard for you to relax, maybe for you or for your other family members. And this is the time to go ahead and take advantage of the fact that you can be cool when you want to be. As cool as you want to be, because even if you have AC in your home, central air conditioning in your home, maybe you like it colder. So whereas you could keep the rest of the house at 73, maybe you would prefer it to be at 70 or 69 or maybe less. If that's the case, now you can have this in the room that you are, and this is what you do. When you want it cool, like maybe the rest of the house is 73 and that's still too warm for you. So you're like, okay, 72 is too warm, 71 is too warm, 70 is too warm, 69 is too warm, 68, okay, 67, that's my number, right? Maybe that's you. Okay, that's all you did, is dial up or dial down. And now you can have the cool air where you want it, where you personally are. The rest of the house can be one temperature, and you can be where you are most comfortable. And so if you get it, even if you have an central AC, but if you get it for just for sleeping, or just for when you're in your home office and sitting there for hours at a time, or just for when you're watching TV and you want to be cooler, this is the time to do it. So you can see I dialed it down to 67. If I want to go further, I could. If I want to go further, I could. Now you're getting into icebox territory as far as I'm concerned. But maybe that's where you feel comfortable. And then if you want to go up, this is how you do. You can use Wi-Fi and use the app, but if you're saying, I don't want to do that, I understand pressing buttons. Okay, well go ahead and press the button. I'm gonna go up to 73, 74. I can keep going if I want to. And that's what it is. I'm in control of my environment, of my temperature. And it's as simple as that. This is my timer. This is my speed on the fan, high or low. This is if I want to set the sleep mode. This is in cool. I can dehumidify. I can turn on the fan. I can turn on the heater. And I just press this button to do it. This is my power button. I was telling you our Wi-Fi is flashing because it's trying to connect here in our studio, and there's just too much going on in the studio. We can't connect because of our wires, but it's gonna be easy for you to connect. And then if I wanna turn it off, guess what? That's it. It couldn't be easier, that's what I say. Even our regular, AC in our home, in my home, my central AC, is a lot more complicated to use than this system is. So don't be intimidated in any way. All you need is a window, you just plug it in, you're getting the remote controls that go right along with it, and all they require are AAA batteries, and that's the end of that. And this is the time to do it. Here's the item number, it's 785018. As you're listening, you already know if your home gets hot or if you get uncomfortable. You already know this. This is the unit that is gonna help you with that from now and going forward. Carrie, this is not a one and done. This is not a just stay cool now. This is stay cool with air conditioning, have the fan, dehumidify, have the heater in the colder months, and use it over and over again. Because if you're saying last year was the hottest year on record, and this year is gonna be hotter, what's next year gonna be? I'm gonna be ready with this unit.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you're like us and you have fur babies, this is Olive. If you're just tuning in, this is Olive. She turned 2 years old last week. Say hi to everybody, Olive. You good? All right. But she's not scared of this. She likes to lay down here. She's been running around outside with a tennis ball. She'll come in here. She'll just crash right there on the floor. Good girl. And she gets a little skittish from loud noises. But if I turn this fan up, she's cool. I can just turn the fan up. Let me see what happens. We'll do it live. Let's see. Where's the fan at? Here we go. Speed. Oh, just turned it up. She's good. Oh, there you go. Hi. Good girl. Good girl. All right. So, all right, back to business. So congratulations if you've already picked one up. We were talking about the Wi-Fi. Let's take a look at the app. Come on in here and let me show you how easy it is to operate this app. It'll pop up just as any other app does. And then I go like that. And here we have it. I can operate the unit from my smartphone or my tablet. 70 isn't enough. I want it to be 68 degrees because it's super hot out there in Tucson or Phoenix or LA or wherever. Now you have state-of-the-art technology in the palm of your hand. You can use the universal remote. You get 2 of these simple AAA batteries. If you were to get more than 2 of these, some people do purchase more than 1 unit. They'll operate each of the units, and if you lose one, you have 2 as a backup. Great commercial application for a home office. So many of us are working from home now, and it's a great way to save money because you can zone heat. If you spend a lot of your time, let's say you're working from home, so you're going to spend 8 hours, give or take, in that home office, and you want it to be 72 degrees, but you don't want to cool the rest of your house to the tune of 72 degrees. You just want to cool it to 77. Leave it at 77 in the rest of the house. Turn this down to 72, and now you have it at 72. I'm with you, Tamara. I didn't grow up with air conditioning. I grew up in Long Beach, Long Island, in New York. Fortunately, we're about 5 or 6 blocks from the beach. So on a cool summer night, we could open up the windows and we'd be cool enough to sleep. But if you're like me at this age now, and you cannot sleep unless it's about 72 or cooler, this is a great thing to have in your bedroom. There is a premium like there has never been before on sleep and how healthy it is to get a good night's sleep. If you have a little white noise, which is what this creates, and you have it exactly at maybe 68 degrees with the covers on, or 70, or 72, wherever it is that you specifically want to be when you're sleeping, this is the unit. Or when you're working at home, this is the unit. If you have an office, maybe you share a workspace, or if you have a small business and it's never cool enough in your work area, bring this to work. As long as you're near a window and you can vent the exhaust, you are good to go. And as we showed you, you can put it together in less than 5 minutes with one Phillips head screwdriver. You don't have to have a stranger come into your house. You don't have to pay big money for a handy person to put this together for you. And you can operate it via the app on your phone, simply and easily, because it's Wi-Fi capable. And it's not just an air conditioner. It's a world-class air conditioner. It's a 10,000 BTU air conditioner. It's also a world-class heater at 7,000 BTUs. It's a dehumidifier, and it's a very powerful but very quiet fan. So we call it a 4-in-1 because it covers all 4 seasons. And you can build to, ship to, which is what I did with my dad a couple of years ago. If you're just tuning in, he's part of the greatest generation. He was in the Navy during World War II. He's in his 90s now. And I told him the other day, I have another Today's Special, Dad, coming up. And he said, well, you know, I really enjoy the air conditioner. That's how he talks. He's a former history teacher, and he's very professorial, you know, like, oh, yes, Gary, I really appreciate the coolness of the air conditioner and the ease at which it is operated. So he sits in his study. I do love my dad. He's awesome. He sits in his study with Mookie on his lap, and he reads like a book a week, which is really cool at that age. And he keeps it cool with his portable air conditioner. So if you want to send this to someone you really adore and give them that literally gift that keeps on giving, this is a great way to go. Yes. And what did you say about the flex pay again, Tamara? Where is that at? Because I was shocked at the price when Adam and I debuted this at midnight Eastern time. And then I heard the flex pay was like, what?
It's crazy. It's $74 to get home. $74. I think about like my electricity bill with, you know, cooling down the air all last summer. And I was thinking, gosh, if I could just have $74, that would be fantastic. This is $74 to get home. That's the flex pay. So you're not even doing, not only is it our only portable AC today's special of the year, it's the lowest price portable 4-in-1 that we've ever done. So we've offered them in the past. I don't know if they've been 4-in-1, they may have been 3-in-1, and they were, you know, much more, they were more expensive. Much more, or maybe a whole lot more, is relative, but I will tell you, this is the lowest price we've ever offered. It is the only one we're gonna have as a today's special for the year, and we've got it for you now. Before, we're not in the middle of August and you're like, well, if I get it now, then it's gonna cool down. No, we're offering it to you now, before it's actually even summer. Before, right now, when you get the temperature, you're saying, well, the temperature outside says 90, but it actually feels like 95. Soon, the temperature outside is gonna say 97, but it's gonna feel like 103. And you wanna be ready for it. And so you order it now in either white or in gray. This is the unit, as you see. It comes with the window kit to install it. As you can see, we've got ours connected to our window. It comes with the remote control, and that's it. And 2 remote controls, I'll say. And that's it. Now you know everything. Now you've got everything. And when you're in bed, at the end of the day, the sun has gone down. It's been a hot day, but guess what? It's still hot. And opening the windows and all of that stuff is just not an option for you. It's still hot, and you're not getting any sleep. And when it's hot, and you don't get sleep, and you're grumpy and uncomfortable, but you still have to kind of, you know, function the next day, it's just a hard road to travel. Or you turn on your remote control, or you pick up your remote control, turn on your AC from bed, lay back, and have a great night's sleep. Imagine if the summer is what you don't look forward to because it's so hot and because it's so uncomfortable, there is something that you can do. And like Carrie and I are saying, if not for you, maybe it is for a loved one who maybe wouldn't buy it for themselves or wouldn't be thinking about it, but you're thinking of them, and you know that if I can make you comfortable in any way, I'm gonna do it. If there's something that I know that you need, I'm gonna get it for you. Send it to them. It's $74 on your credit card, and they are gonna love you even more for it. And Carrie, that's the thing. Because this is so simple and it works so well, you would feel confident to send this to a loved one, knowing that it's gonna be just so amazing for them.
Absolutely, it's user-friendly, it's pet-friendly. Hello, Olive, how you doing? You're looking for treats again? Okay. So I want to walk you through how simple and easy it is to set it up. Before we do that, though, let's check in on some temperatures really quickly, because it's taking all the hot air in this room and it's taking it outside. So I'm going to take the temperature of the exhaust hose right there, and that's at 99 degrees. 99 degrees, that's the temperature of the air leaving this room heading outside. Now we'll take a temperature of the air coming out of the unit. That's at 55 degrees. It's at 55 degrees. So that's why it's going to keep operating. The compressor is going to keep working until the temperature in here is at 68 degrees. Then you'll hear the compressor go off. The fan will continue. And then if the temperature goes above 68 degrees, the compressor will come back on again. That's how efficient this is, whether it's the heater, the air conditioner, the dehumidifier, or the fan. State-of-the-art technology. So here is the window kit. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces technically 5, but we'll call it 4 pieces. And I want to walk you through how easy it is to assemble. You don't have to hire anybody. You don't have the stranger come into the house. All you're going to do is you're going to turn the unit around, make sure it's off, right? You're going to put it near the window you want. You're going to take this piece. You have a circle on the outside and a rectangle on the inside. I'm going to take the rectangle and I'm going to slide it right in, and you're going to hear it click. Hear that? Now it's clicked in. Now you're going to take the exhaust hose, which is like an accordion, similar to, it's exactly the same as the exhaust hose coming out of your dryer. And what you're going to do is you're going to screw it in, and then you're going to extend it, just as I did here, right? You're going to find that spot in the window where you want to put it, and then you're going to attach it to the third piece, and that's right here. It's going to screw into the round section, this sort of track section right here. It looks like a little racetrack, it's just an oval, right? This is going to slide into here, and there, right there, is going to be the only screw you're going to be able to have to put in, right there. And it's going to screw in, and then you're going to place it in the window track. And then you're going to close the window, and that's it. Whether it's right to left or up and down, if it's left to right, you're going to do it vertically. If it's up and down traditionally, you're going to do it horizontally. That's how simple and easy it is to set this up. And I love the idea right out of the box that it's beautiful, elegant, modern, and it's state of the art, something you can be proud of to leave out all the time. And as you said, Tamara, with a window kicker, you don't have a view. Right. With this, I still have a view. I can still look out and see this beautiful view. You know, I can open up the blinds, or I can just open up the window entirely. You cannot do that with this monster over here. This guy right here, which our unit, the unit you're getting today weighs less than 50 pounds. This weighs over 80 pounds.
Oh, wow.
It's unsightly.
Yes.
It blocks your view. It's not as efficient. This is 8,000 BTUs versus your unit, which is 10,000 BTUs. It's not a dehumidifier.
That's right.
It's not a fan, and it's not a heater,
No.
and it's almost twice the price.
Oh gosh, and that's a dust catcher, and it's loud, and it gets rusty, and all the things that we don't want, that we don't like, and it blocks your view. This, you still have use of the window, you still have the view of the window, and you have everything that you want and need in terms of controlling your temperature, whether it's cool in the hot weather or hot, you know, in the cool weather, because this is an AC, it's a fan, it's a dehumidifier, and it's a heater. So now is your time to go ahead and pick yours up and join all of the folks who have already dialed in, because that's the thing. We only have this as a Today Special today, and we're not gonna have any more portable AC units as Today Specials for the rest of 2022. That's a long time to go and be hot if you don't have to be. So 785-018 is the item number. Carrie, thank you so much for being with us this entire hour.
Tamara, it's always a pleasure to see you. It's an honor to be on HSN, and it's an honor to have you, the HSN customer, come into our home. Remember, too, these are in stock at the HSN warehouse. There's no shipping problems at all with this. You've got this on its way to you in a matter of days.
Absolutely.
So
thank you, Carrie.
And thanks so much. Yeah.
For sure, and we're gonna see Carrie throughout the day, okay? But I don't want you to miss out on your Today's Special. 785-018 is the item number. Alice is coming up next with Naturalizer Footwear, and I will see you again tomorrow after this break.
They say home is where the heart is. So when I'm at home, I want it to feel warm and welcoming and full of things that make me smile and make life just a little bit easier. So join me every Tuesday for your weekly look at the latest ways to make your home a haven.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smarts and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
Love watching HSN? Then take us with you in the HSN app. Everything on your TV is streaming live on your phone. Anytime, any place, we're always with you. Download the iPhone or Android app today.
Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks, like 12-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on beauty, jewelry, shoe, and fashion purchases all day, every day. And at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection, and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $40 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card.
Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. I'm Alice Carone, and we're going to help you step into summer style. And we're going to do it not only with some great sale prices, we're also going to